So here we are, day 5 of 31 days of cut finals. This is the stitched sunburst from COAPA. I don't know what happened to the beginning bit. I could have swore I hit record. All I've done is gone with fossilised amber, mustard seed and squeezed lemonade, and just with the mini ink pads, 1 inch square distress ink pads, I have just a direct paper from the middle out, swiped the ink pads over the card just to give the 3 different shades of yellow. I'm now stitching with backstitch with 2 different yellow and a kind of orange yellow thread, fossilised amber doing yellow, and then the mustard seed and the squeezed lemonade I stitch in the orange. So that's all stitched round. Watching Stargate Atlantis again. I'm now cutting between each of the colours and then cutting a strip between them so that there's a gap when they are on the page. Just using some American Crafts black cardstock, just their standard weight stuff, textured. Rearranging the shards back onto the page now, and I'm going to distress them all around the 2 sides and the outer edge. So just distress all of the pieces like that, with the bits of thread that you can see on some of them that are sticking out around the shards. What I do with them is, when I'm sticking it with the Tombow, I encourage them with the Tombow to the ends to go where I want them to go. You'll see that in a minute. So using Wonders from Paige Evans for this one. I think this is the oldest Paige Evans collection that I still have. I did anything older than 2020 purge about a year ago, where I just threw all the collections on eBay just to make some room. So I'm just backing this with a piece from the 6x8 pad, and because it's a half and half photo, I wanted to get the middle of the ombre effect of the blue. And now the photo is a picture of me from February, before my telling off from the nurse, and I got serious about my diabetes and started doing something about it, and a photo from 5 months later at the next crop. These are both from Warrington Crop, so it's the February crop and the July crop. Now I can never tell when I'm looking at pictures of me. I can't see the weight loss when I'm looking at myself in the mirror. Don't usually see it on pictures, but when Gwen took this picture of me in July, I could really tell the difference. So I was just absolutely delighted, and I needed to do this side-by-side comparison. I promise I do scrap something else other than my weight loss journey, and I'm doing that a lot at the minute. You see me there with the Tombow, you see popping a bit of glue on and then teasing the threads that are hanging over the edge into that glue. I did actually, when I'm shaking the glue down at one point to get it in the end, I do actually drop it on the floor. I spent about 10 minutes trying to find it and pick it up. It's rolled right under something. And then with the other shards, I am doing them at different levels. So the 4 corners I've done straight onto the page with the Tombow, which already gives it a bit of dimension because it's on the embroidery floss. I'm then putting 3 up with the Sticks to 1 inch foam pads from Hey Little Magpie, and then the other 2 I'm using my Stampin' Up! Stamping Dimensionals, because they're not as thick, don't give as much height as the Sticks to. So I've got the 3 different heights there on the different shards. It's just something I'm really enjoying doing at the minute, giving that different height using the different 3D foam pads I've got. I mean, at the end of the day, I have these foam pads in, they need using, so why not use it like this? You know, I'm not going to use them on the same thing because they're different layers, so let's do different layers on purpose. So here, because the it's on different layers. I've realised that actually I need to stick the photos to the bottom layer first, sort of like stick the foam pads on the bottom layer and then layer up with the double foam pads up to the highest layer to then put the photo on, which I'm doing here. And then once I'm happy with the height, I stick that on and then start embellishing. So my trusty glass tray that I made, and getting the embellishments out that are floating about in the collection box. What I love about this, well, a lot of Paige Evans collections, is they have these word strips, so it's tickets on Wonders. So I just chose some that I felt was like relevant to the photo, relevant to my weight loss journey, and put different ones, just have them as tuckies out of the right side of the photo. I'm just finding and cutting some more on the actual paper that I think will go. I do change a few out for things that I cut off here, which you'll see me doing. So this is the last of the stitched cut files for 31 days of cut files. Next week we are on to everyday, so scrapping the everyday. So if you want to take a look at the cut files for that, check those out in the Facebook group. MK and Janet have those cut files on some assemblies required to purchase. Right, so now I'm trying to decide on a title for this. Now I've got my tickets all tucked in along the right and my journaling block on the bottom. I'm trying to decide on a title. I know what title is, I should say. It's going to be What a Difference 5 Months Make, because that's the time between these two photos. It's actually 22 weeks. But I can't find all the letters in one colour. I'm not a huge fan on multicoloured fonts. So I do the 5 in the big foam thickers because I think that really works. I then admit defeat and I get the letters for each of the words from the word puffy stickers, but there's no K. So I then change the makes out for the clear stickers from Scrapbook. So I've got it in the 3 different fonts, the 3 different mediums, which I think works, and I get over my whole not liking multicoloured because it works, it looks okay. So I put the indifference directly onto the photo, which you'll see me do in a mo. I'm just going to stick down what I have so far, and again, you know, doing these at different heights so that there's that, you know, movement and interest on the page, and also the fact that, you know, I've done what has been stuck onto at different heights, so I need to try and match the heights. So yeah, doing that. I think that blue one that's gone under the photo, I do put that on one layer of foam, so there's a layer between the photo and that shard in the corner being flat, and then I do the last one, this one that tucks under the photo, I do that flat onto the shard. So they are again at different layers. I really like that Months Makes on the journaling block, which does mean I now have to find somewhere else to do my journaling. So I do end up sticking that on there, and just now, you know, going around trying to decide where things are going. I like the idea of putting the title along the rays, but I didn't like the look with the big 5 and getting them in the rays to come all the way around, because some of the words are too long that they wouldn't really fit, and I didn't want them going in the wrong direction, so I decided to put it on the photo and this area space below the photo. My tea doesn't go on straight. Oh, excuse me, yawn. My tea doesn't go on straight, and because it's directly onto the photo, I can't lift it, so I've just got to live with it. So yeah, so that's the title done, and now come to doing the rest of the embellishing. Love this chipboard sticker sheet, and I make this piece work because I want to use it. Oh, I've not stuck the letters down yet. That's why the T on the is looking straight still, because I've not stuck it on yet. This is when I can stick it on. Yeah, I do get the T completely wrong. So yeah, I have to live. Like I said, I have to live with that. Trying to get the right kind of angle on these letters as well, because they're not straight. So it's one of those, do I do them really squiffy on purpose, or do I try and get them right? I try to get them right. And the puffy stickers do come off the photo, but the clear ones don't. I'm going to skip, so I'm not going to make you watch all of me putting these letters on. So that's the title all done with my wonky T, and I'm going to use one of these labels from Scrapbook and write the dates that are between the photo. I mess up the year on the February date, so I go over the whole date again just to make it look like I've done it thick on purpose, and pop in another little label there behind that one. Quick pause in recording then as Mr. Ding appeared with a cup of tea. Isn't he wonderful? I don't know if you heard that, but he shouted he is. So yeah, just sticking everything down now, as I said, doing different layers. That little rosette is the only one left on that sheet of stickers, and I wanted to use it, but haven't. I do end up taking it off because I just feel that side of the photo is very weighty. And so I decide to go for these little flowers, these little flower buds, which I haven't used. It's the first time I've used these. Oh, there was one of the banners there as well I've put below the title, from the banner 3D banner sticker sheet, and I don't think there's much more I put on this. So thanks so much for watching. Please, as always, like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Say hello in the comments, lovely to hear from you. Oh, there's a couple of little chipboard pieces I had. But yeah, pop onto the playlist. I'll pop the link down below. Have a look at MK and Janet's, and anyone else taking part. Have a great day. Bye bye.